these things for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I have to, because I'm terrible at like setting them personally.
Yeah.
Because like I think a lot of artists, there's always levels of self-consciousness about what you do, and I think that's how it illustrates for myself of like not giving myself strict deadlines.
Yeah.
So that I give my brain an out like, oh well, it's still open, you can do it. So I've got to like before that's the next step for me, like trying to create my art of like being harder on myself.
Yeah.
That's deadlines and like
it's like I'm really good at letting myself off the hook.
Yep.
You know, and it's
exactly.
So it's like I have to involve somebody else that I like socially want to like, I don't know, please, or like, you know, I need there to be some social pressure. It's like if I don't do this, then that person is gonna like be mad at me or not gonna work with me again. So like that gets me up because I love me on the inside. Sure. So it's like you did a good job, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah, a lot of backpats on the inside. You know?
You're doing great. You're doing great. Buddy.
Yeah. No.
And of course the little me in the back like, are we sure Mom thinks this is okay?
Well, I'm sure your mom is very proud of you because you're doing great work. And even if she's not, she should be because you're shepherding a large community of people that are doing fun things and, you know, taking care of this place in the off hours when, you know, nobody's, there's not a lot of shine to that part.
Sure.
And so a lot of people forget, you know, it's like this place is so clean and nice. Yeah, it doesn't just happen. You have to
also,
keep it that way.
Shout out for David Hamilton for that stuff too, because he's also...
Oh, sure, you guys have a good team. Absolutely, and you work well with each other, and that's why it keeps it going.
Right.
If you didn't work well with other people, you know, it wouldn't be able to be accomplished. So.
Sure. If I didn't work well with other people, I wouldn't be at this theater, I think, too. You know?
Yeah.
I'd taken level 1 and been like, nah, I'm funny by myself.
And then you'd be the most hilarious guy at a solar company.
That's right. I'd be in their commercials and...
You'd be that one guy who walks up to people and goes, "You're a comedian, tell me a joke."
Yep, I'd be that guy. That's the divergent path. That's in the other dimension that exists. That's where that Nicky went.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nicky, so much for sitting down with us and chatting. And I really appreciate it.
I was
got
only
kind of deep.
intimidated for like 10% of that. I'm just
great.
No, I was gonna say I don't get that intimidation thing at all. You've been awesome.
I was like, I don't think you're intimidated at all.
Time.
You're sweet and lovely.
No, yeah. Hey, you were a great bartender yesterday. I was gonna say, like,
Also, sometimes it's good to be intimidating because if you're in charge of stuff, they gotta know not to mess with you.
That's right.
So don't lose it all. Mm-hmm. They gotta if you're too sweet, then when you tell them to sweep, they won't be doing it, right?
Yeah, sure.
So you're like, hey, that broom's not gonna move itself. They're gonna be like, that's hilarious, and they walk away, and you're like, damn it. So
I was too sweet.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for sitting down with us. We'll see you later at shows tonight.
Yes, you will.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
So, I'm from Pensacola, Florida-ish. That's where I'm from right now anyway. I'm not really from anywhere. I was a Navy brat, and then I was in the Army and all that, so I've been all over the place. But,
Is there any one place that, like, since you traveled with the Navy, is there any one place that you, like, feel like was your main spot growing up?
Not really. We always came back here because we have family in the area, and we bought a house here when we first, in Pensacola. Bought a house there when we first moved there in the early 80s and came back to it when my dad retired. So, both my parents are from Alabama, hence the arch conservativeness.
Right.
That's nearby. And because Pensacola is, like, I can hop in my car and literally be in Alabama in like 20 minutes. It's lower Alabama, basically. It pretends to be Florida, but outside of the meth, it's not. It's more Alabama.
I was like, which town has the meth? Pensacola or Alabama? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess both, but we did have way more meth, but now heroin's getting big. So.
Oh, very fancy.
So everybody's calming down a little bit then.
What's that?
So everybody's calming down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take heroin users over meth users any day.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Especially at work.
I actually had, I used to work at a hotel, And I had this coworker who did heroin on her shift.
Oh, wow.
And so we worked the front desk of the hotel. And, I'm sure you've checked into hotels. Those people have to speak to you.
Yeah.
And also process you staying into a hotel room and taking your credit card and all these logical things. And once you're, nodding out on heroin, it's a little difficult.
I would imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And I remember because at first we were all like, it was like me and the other girls were like, is she doing something? Or like, has she been in the bathroom too long? And then all of a sudden, one day, she just decided to share. And not share the drugs, but to be like, hey guys, do you know what I'm doing right now? Check this out. And like literally opens up this thing and shows me this like black tar heroin. And I'm like, get away from me. What are you saying to me? I was like, no. I was like, not only is it like, you've just made my job harder because now I have to do it. And yours. But it's like, now it's like, I have to like acknowledge that you're in the bathroom doing whatever with whatever. Like, no.
Like, that's so like against a drug addict code, is to just all of a sudden just be like, hey, you guys know why like nothing happens when I'm working?
Yeah.
Normally you get found out as a heroin user or like a hard drug user. You have to
laying
get
cards on the table like, hey guys.
Yeah.
Although I do appreciate the enterprising nature of a heroin addict who's like, you know what? I've got to keep a job.
Yeah.
I got to keep myself in heroin. So okay, we're gonna get up. We're gonna go into work. We're gonna work this desk. I'm
tired of living a lie.
She did show up for her shifts on time every time. So who am I to argue, really?
That's impressive. Maybe she, as an incentive, only did heroin at work.
Hey.
To make sure that she would come into work on time and clock in, punch the clock, all that.
Yeah.
Because if you do it at home, you're gonna be like,
work. Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah. She waits till she gets there. She does the first initial rush of the check-ins.
Yeah.
And then when it gets a little slow, just spends a 40-minute bathroom trip and then comes back and sleeps on the desk. It's fine.
I was actually a night auditor at a hotel for, 6 years or so.
So you get it.
And, frankly, as a night auditor, once you have your numbers crunched and all that, and you're just working the desk, there's barely anybody coming anyway. She should have gone night shift. That would be
that's
prime heroin territory.
You're totally right. Goodness, if you're listening, go ahead and get the night audit job. Hotels are a wild place to work for sure.
Yeah,
you ever have any wild overnight experiences at the hotel you worked at?
I
that you're willing to share?
I had a German rapper who, or at least he claimed to be a German rapper, and not really speak English. But whenever I was like, okay, hold on. Went out to the computer in the lobby and was just typing things into Google Translate and having him type things in German back to it. And he may have been only partially literate German rapper. Because, it was like, I have a feeling this is like third year high school German tops.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there, but dude was super sketch, like trying to, get like a discounted room out of me or stuff like that. And but I was trying to help him and be nice and all that, but like by the end of it, he's all like cussing at me and like throwing stuff around, and then it's like, okay, let's not do this. But no, most of the time I took the job because it was quite. I was working part-time, and I was playing poker for a living full-time at the time. So I took the, I was a professional poker player for 8 years. But I took that for like steady, normal something, while I was, mainly because I could play poker at work. So,
sure.
Which I told that was part of the thing with the owner, they needed somebody for the night audit. I had experience, but I quit my day job to play poker full time. And I was like, look, I can't have this cut into my poker time. I can cover for you so you'll have somebody to do it. Because, I like the owner, he was a good guy. But I'm going to still play poker. He's like, man, that's cool. He actually, bought a piece of my action when I played in the World Series circuit event at Harris here back in, 2006. Yeah, it was a year after Katrina. But, yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, well, if I can still play poker at work, sure.
Shit, I don't know. You start doing heroin, I don't care.
There you go. So,
Wow. How'd you get into the poker circuit?
Well, mainly because I spent 16 years disabled. I joined the Army immediately out of high school, mainly because my options were join the Army or be homeless. And I broke my hip while I was in and didn't realize it was fractured. I've always had a ridiculous pain tolerance. Stayed on it, running about 6 miles a day for 3.5 weeks before it got to the point where I couldn't even keep step in formation anymore, and one of my drill sergeants forced me to go in because I initially broke it in basic. Got stuck in a holdover unit and da-da-da. Anyway, long story short, I was out of the Army just under a year of being in. So, and I had chronic pain for 16 years, and after it degraded over time. I walked with a cane for 13 years. And they couldn't find what was wrong after the initial break healed until when the reason I quit playing poker professionally was because I was playing online primarily, and my entire bankroll was on Full Tilt Poker when the DOJ shut them down. And now Full Tilt and Poker Stars were the big two. Poker Stars players got all their money back in 3 days. Full Tilt was speculating on the money that they had, and they only had 6% or 8% or something online, on hand to pay out players in case of a rush. And whenever all that came down, there was a huge rush, and they collapsed. And they paid out multi-million-dollar bonuses to their big-name pros Chris Ferguson and all those guys, and then just said, "Oh, we can't play players or pay players. Peace, we're done." And it was a mess. So that's what I didn't see a dime of any of that money until 2015. And
you actually ended up getting it.
I got some of it at the very least, and it was 2010 that it was shut down. And the only reason I got any of it is because some French company cut a deal with them to buy out their software and company and take over, and paying out players was part of the thing from it. But yeah, so that's what I was eating, or feeding myself with and paying rent with. At least partially. My wife has a job too, so that it's not like I had no money all of a sudden, but my income that I had from that was just completely gone out of nowhere. And I had way too much money on there because I treated it like savings account, because you don't have to pay taxes on it until you witdraw it. So, it's I'll just let it ride. I just take money out whenever I needed it. And that was it. But yeah, no. So I went back to school because I was like, oh shit, I guess I better go legit now. And when I did, the Florida State vocational rehabilitation sent me to get evaluated, and they I finally found a doctor who had some idea of what was going on with my hip, who ended up being wrong, but it at least led down the path to somebody who was right. Which is a doctor that my dad pointed me to that he works with, and they finally it was like, oh yeah, no, we can fix that. There's a torn acetabular labrum and a flap of it hanging in the joint that would get caught in it, and debris in it and all that. They sent me to a specialist in Jacksonville, and it was a 30-minute surgery. They came out so quickly to say that it was done that my wife thought that they were coming to say oh, we got in there and realized we can't fix this, you know, because it was just so fast. She was like, oh, it's got to be bad news. And they're like, yeah, we're done. He's, we're going to kick him loose. And it's like, wow. So, and I have like less pain immediately after surgery than I had like every day.